Now, let's talk about one of the main barriers of actually applying the QLA system. And it's one of the things that stops many entrepreneurs. And that's why there are many sessions dedicated to this one barrier. And what is that barrier? One of the main barriers that people face is they ask or they wonder that, Dan Pena, he has these powerful character traits, right? He has these communication skills. He has this level of experience. At that time he took the risks and he somehow did it, right? He had the grit to do it. And it took him time to do it. And how is it that I am starting out at a younger age than him, or lesser experience than him, or I don't have the same character traits. Maybe I'm a little more softer. Maybe I'm a little more, maybe I'm not as alpha as him. Maybe I'm not as loudmouth as him. Maybe I don't speak like him. Can I still do it? I don't have his character traits. I don't have his leadership skills. How can I do what he's saying? Because what he is saying could just mean it's just true for him. There are some things that some people can do, and other people cannot do those same things that these people can do. So how is it that I can do what Dan Pena is suggesting? Because obviously he has high standards. Obviously he has high expectations, and he has all of these character traits that he has built over time. Maybe he can do it. Maybe it's for somebody more seasoned, more qualified, more experienced, someone with maybe like army-like intensity. Maybe it's for someone like that. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's for someone with more technical skills. So that's one of the biggest barriers. Dan can do it, but maybe I cannot. Or maybe can I? So there is a bit of a dilemma. And why is it important to address this? Why can't you just operate under self-doubt, right? You're feeling self-doubt, do it anyway. You're feeling self-doubt, do it anyway. The thing is that in the QLA system, because you have to make so many sacrifices and you have to give up so much just to even attempt QLA, that if you have those self-doubts, you're not going to do it, because it's just too much of a risk. Not financially, because you're not putting any money, but the risk is with respect to your time, because you will be investing time to create this, and you will be sacrificing everything in your life to do this. And if your goals and your dreams mean that much to you, you will do it. But even before the belief in your goals and dreams, do you believe you can do it? The system works, but do you believe you can do it? So to address this huge barrier, instead of him doing the talking, he has case studies, real life case studies. And he uses, I'm not going to name names, but he uses almost every age group, not every age, but every age group. He uses different ethnicities, he uses different regions, and he shows you that it's not that it's only possible for Dan Pena, it's possible for all types of people. And he shows different characters also. And you will see that these characters in the seminar, they are very meek. Some of them cannot speak properly. Some of them clearly you can see they don't understand anything. And still they have done deals. They have acquired businesses. And they have made it happen. And they somehow did it. So you see, if this person can do it, and this person can do it, and this person can do it, and this person, then I can do it. And that's the when the real click happens. Because in the first few days, my experience is, nobody's really taking it that seriously. It's not because that they're not taking it seriously, but they don't believe that they can do it. It's really when the case studies Dan Pena is sharing, then that's when the lighting of the eyes happen. Because the message resonates well with someone who looks like you, who feels, who has character traits like you, who has a position like you, situation like you, and you see that person do it, that resonates. If you see Dan Pena do it, then you say, oh, he lives in the castle, he has the suits, he has the communication skills, he can do it. So that's a pretty transforming experience to go through those case studies. And you have case studies of people who did, one of the guys, I'm not going to name names, one of the guys, he did $50 million in a government contract. It took him 2 to 3 years to do it, and that just blows your mind. Fuck. You see people doing multi-million-dollar deals in less than 2 months, 3 months. Now I think the record is much, fewer days. You see people who cannot speak properly, whose communication skills are not as good as Dan, make $10-20 million. And that's when the real transformation starts to happen, because the mind starts opening up, the possibility starts opening up, and the pathway starts becoming clearer and clearer and clearer, and the inhibitions start to disappear, and you start to see, no, it's not just that it's possible for me. I could do it. And these people have done it. They're no special than me. These people had no money. And then the another barrier that comes is, oh, but it's not possible in my city. It's not possible in my country. QLA system is possible wherever there are businesses to buy and wherever there are banks to finance the deals. And if you have enough deals, if you have 1,000+ targets, and you have healthy profit margins, and healthcare is almost everywhere, and banks are almost everywhere. So this works wherever there is enough businesses, and it doesn't just have to be healthcare, it can be other sectors, but he highly endorses and recommends healthcare, but he talks about other sectors also. If you have these two factors, you have high margin, 20+ gross margins, businesses high in volume, and you have a lot of banks, it's going to work. Because you may think, why would the bank give me money? Banks are giving money to companies in your city, in your country. M&A, which is buying businesses, is happening in your country. If M&A is happening, then QLA is happening, because M&A and QLA are the same thing. Okay. So somebody is getting that money, and you could get that too. So that's in essence how he addresses this main barrier in the seminar.